Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show where Darren and I are here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, where we're going to be trying a couple of offerings from Bhakta Spirits. We'll get to that in a little bit. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Darren McCroy. What's up, Darren?
Nothing. What's up with you, Steve?
Not much, man. So this is pretty exciting stuff. So Raj Bhakta, for those that don't know, he's the guy who started Whistle Pig, and he has left that organization since then, and didn't know what he was doing for a while, but apparently behind the scenes he was working at launching his own thing. So he's got a whiskey company now, but he also gets into some other distilled spirits too. One of the products we're going to be tasting today actually combines a bunch of different cool things, including some vintage spirits with a modern day rye, and looking forward to tasting that one. We'll get to all that after the break. For right now, Darren, you said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So I know this has been brought up on the show probably multiple times, but it's a nice one to revisit. What is something that you have been seeing in the bourbon world, like I'm talking about from the consumer basis lately, like that they're getting wrong? They're not understanding the full art that is bourbon and everything. Is there anything that you've seen?
Anything I see wrong? Yeah, I mean, we just did a show about this, but people saying price gouging. And they don't have an understanding of even what price gouging is. They're utilizing the definition of what price gouging is wrong. They're going to a liquor store and they see a price for, I don't know, one of the usual ones. Say it's Blanton's and they want $250 and it's a $70 bottle or $60 bottle, whatever it is. They like, oh, that liquor store price gouging. Don't support a liquor store that price gouges. That's not price gouging. That's
just pricing.
Yeah. That's trying to sell what you think it's worth. Now, what that person thinks it's worth, they don't think it's worth that, and I happen to agree with them. So we're on the same page of that's an overinflated price. I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy it either. But the reason why they're doing that is because not everyone is like you, the person who has price gouging definition wrong, and me. There's plenty of people that buy that stuff. So the best thing you can do is not buy it. And to me, my thing has been to call out those that are dumb and buy those things. I get ripped on by that. That's something that I've been very adamant about, and people are like, I can spend my money on whatever I want to spend my money. If it makes me happy, I can buy it. Yeah. Okay, but you're causing problems. You're causing that liquor store to put those prices on there. It's not the liquor store. Believe me, if no one would buy it, that liquor store is going to lower the price of that stuff. It's just the way it works. It's a free market. No one's buying it. They will lower those prices. It's not going to stay overly inflated. It will drop down. But you know what happens? People buy it.
And
so they want it on their Instagram. They want to be cool. They want to tell their friends, look at this Blanton's I got, or look at this George T. Stagg or Pappy or whatever it is. But they are wrong about that, and they're also directing their anger and frustration at the wrong individuals. A liquor store, hey, we get in some cool things from time to time. We put our margin on there. That's what we put on there. We don't inflate it. We don't throw up extra money because we know it's worth more than we're going to charge for it. We just put it for the price it should be, and that's what we do. But I don't say anything bad about those that want to put higher. It's a tough business. It's expensive, and you don't get very many of those things. And if you can make some money, if people are that dumb, go ahead. I just don't want to create the bad an ill will that other people have. It gets me frustrated. I would walk in the door and see that and be like, I'm not going to shop here. And I don't want people to do that with our store. I don't want them to walk in, see the super inflated price on something and be like, I'm not going to shop at this store. By the way, I'm going to tell all my friends that they're price gouging, which you don't even know what that means, but you're going to say negative things about us, and I don't want that to happen. That's mine. That's a soapbox right there.
Yeah. So mine is kind of related, but not as well. Like, so lately on Facebook, I've been seeing people reviewing like the holiday drops of different stores. And what spurred the small talk was this guy was literally just reviewed one for Christmas. It was like 3 pages long in Facebook terms.
3 Facebook pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to scroll at least 6 times. So
okay.
But he was saying he was 157th in line wherever he was, and he was pissed off because there was no George T. Stagg when he got up there, and he camped out 2 days before to get a George T. Stagg. And
that was the live. Someone just liked us, by the way. If you heard that noise in the background, we're up to 2489. Just to document that, our buddy Clint Lee is actively working it right now for us. It's jumped up 11 today already, and make that 12 now, I guess.
Yeah. It's flying up there. But this guy just doesn't understand how the old allocated system works. He thinks just because he camps out, he should get whatever he wants.
Right. No,
but he wasn't even close to being first in line. He was 157th.
Yeah, 157th. I don't know the biggest ones of those in the world. If you're number 157, you're not going to get a George T. Stagg. George T. Stagg should go early on. You got to be in the top 10, maybe the top 5 to really have any real thought to get that. So somebody just doesn't get it, and that's the problem. People just don't get stuff, and they're collecting because they know it's hot. That's like the guy that we had in here at Christmas. We had a gift basket that had some bath salts in it. These are colored bath salts, so they look like they're brownish or whatever. And it was in a Weller bottle. And we put it in that because Weller's popular. We thought if you like Weller, you might like the bath salts within there. And the guy sees it and he asked if that's just where you just add water, Weller. And we're like, no, you don't just add water. So clearly this guy, even though he comes in and says he's a bourbon fan, big time bourbon hunter, he doesn't even know anything about bourbon at all. He literally knows nothing. And that's the problem with the people is they have, as they say back in the day, Darren, more dollars than cents. So they don't know what the heck they're doing, and they're just in over their head at all times.
That is always a good saying. I always forget to use it.
It is a good saying. So what we're going to do next, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we got 4 products to try here. We'll talk about those and more after the break. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the wards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Lenny Eckstein, and to set the record straight, I am a vegan, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar. It's Steve and Darren, and we're getting ready to try some stuff from Bhakta Spirits. Darren, what do we have first?
First up is some bourbon that was distilled in 2013.
Okay, and it was released late 2023, so it's a 10-year-old bourbon. So let's see what we got here.
Coming in just over 100 at 1.6. Throwing things everywhere.
He dropped his phone.
Got the proof
there's going to be no
wrong.
more research the rest of the show because his phone's now broke.
Everything else is winging it.
Yeah, winging it. That'll be good. That'll be good to see how he does on the fly, which we've seen that happen here before. It's not good. So let's taste this. All right. Yeah, that is very nice.
It is.
It's a very nice, sweet with a little bit of spice, and it's very flavorful. I mean,
yeah.
I think that, you'd be all over this. And it's well-priced stuff. I don't know what a bottle of the bourbon goes for off the top of my head. I don't know if you saw that or you didn't even
I did not click on that.
I know the 1928 that we're going to try that has a blend of rye whiskey and a bunch of different vintage whiskeys and Armagnacs and brandies and all kinds of cool stuff. Only retails for $70, which is amazing to me. So we don't know the price of that, but that's
also comes in really cool bottles.
Kind of an Art Deco bottle. Looks like, you got it somewhere in the 20s or 30s. Maybe you found it sitting around in your grandfather's, cupboard or something like that. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. So the bourbon, we're off to a good start. The bourbon was very good. Next, we're going to try the rye. And again, this is going to be the base for the 1928 that we're going to be trying in a second. This is a 10-year-old rye, so also distilled in 2013. I understand that about 60% of the blend is going to be this rye. So it's going to be, rye from that era. So let's see what we got here.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Hangs with you.
Very impressive, yes. Really good taste. Again, for a rye, rather sweet, which is kind of always welcome. But you definitely get on the end. It lingers with you for a long time, so it just kind of sticks around. So
this one is coming in at 106.
106.
Or 107 point something.
Okay, 106 or 107, depending on how.
107.6.
Remember, folks, his phone broke. So even though that has nothing to do with the phone, there's nothing he can do. All right, very good. I mean, that's a solid pick, and again, for whiskey that is well priced. Raj, who of course Whistlepig specializes in rye, I'm sure it was pretty hard to go ahead and put out a rye and be like, man, I got to live up to some pretty high standards here. Standards he's set for himself, but he's done a good job. I was
going to say that hangs.
It does. So that's indeed very nice. So the next one is the one I'm excited about, the 1928. Darren, if you can get that phone working again. I know I told you to look up what's kind of some of the stuff in here. This is this blend of newer and vintage stuff.
So it has rye whiskey.
Okay, so it's a 10-year-old rye base.
Some Calvados.
Yep, Calvados. Yep.
Which is a type of wine.
Okay.
I think.
Don't hold us to that, folks. We're not experts in anything but bourbon and rye. American whiskey is our expertise.
And then it has some of 100-year-old Armagnac in it.
100-year-old Armagnac and some brandy. There's some brandy in there too, if you look. That is over 100 years old too.
Okay.
So, just a splash of that to add flavor. I read the write-up of it, and it said just enough to add flavor. It's not even on the front label here that Darren's looking at, but it is in there according to the press release. According to the press release, it is in there. So I believe it, and let's see what we got here. Let's give this one a taste. It smells so good on the nose.
On the nose, you definitely get that brandy Armagnac.
And butter. All right, let's give it a taste.
It is also coming in at 50% alcohol.
So 100
Damn, that's good.
100 proof. It is fantastic. That's an easy drinking one. sweet notes, but again, in terms of whiskey, though, it doesn't sweet like a liqueur or anything like that. It's sweet like flavor has been enhanced the whiskey. These all this meld so well. I mean, it is really an incredible taste here.
Yeah, that is really good, especially for the price.
Yeah,
you're talking under $80 is suggested.
Yeah.
You can order it from their website. That is
$70 retail price on that one. So amazing.
And there's nothing else like this really on the market.
I know.
You can't say, "Oh, this is exactly like that." This is unique, and I'm getting to that point where I enjoy unique just as much as I enjoy really damn good. But it also does the really, really good along with the uniqueness.
Being very unique, yeah. So what Raj has got going on here, he's been buying up hordes of vintage spirits. And we're getting ready to try, what are we getting ready to try here? That's
an Armagnac that was distilled in 1973.
1973. So it's my understanding, and that may or may not be the case, but my understanding that some of this is in this blend from the 1928 product. So it's one of the components of that. Let's give it a taste and see what we think of some Armagnac distilled in 1973. So you're talking 40, 50 years, right? Yeah, 50 years old as of 2023. So
this, he does. Like, you can buy this. Mm-hmm. It is a little bit more pricey, as it probably should be. Sure. It is just under 400.
Under 400. Oh man, its nose is like, I don't know. It's
definitely get a little bit of grape and caramel.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It is really good. It's
wow.
I wonder what does it say the proof of that? There's just a sample that we've got here.
52.
52, so 104. It drinks nice. It warms you up. It's really
it coats the tongue in a way that you really can't describe. It just covers it, and
I'll tell you what else it's got. It's got some dusty funk.
Yeah.
It does taste like an older product. You know, whenever we're trying dusties, there's always this funk that you get. And again, funk is typically used, particularly when you're talking about food items, not something that's not very good. But in the world of whiskey, a funk is a unique taste, and dusties have their own unique funk for sure. And so I think it's good. Almost like a funky Jamaican rum.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it tastes like, really. I mean, it's good. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying that. Let's go back to our 1928 and as you do that, it seems like you can pick that out. Then, that's me. So you're saying,
but it also makes the rye shine a bit more with this already on your tongue. The rye gets a lot brighter and that's good.
Really good, really good. So Raj Bhakta is doing some really cool things. I'm really excited about what he's got going on. I'm glad he's back. So again. Been on. I didn't know what happened to him after he left Whistle Pig, so he's been having some fun. It looks like he's been finding some really cool stuff, and I like the creativity. Like you said, unique things. Bring us unique things.
Yeah.
How many more just regular bourbons do we need? You know, how many more just regular ryes do we need? I don't know. Maybe we still need, as long as they're good. I guess we could always use more, but it's nice to see something a little bit different.
It's like something you always say: you can't out Jim Beam.
Right.
Like you can't produce more barrels. You can't.
Right.
But if you can find a unique niche, there will be people that will love it and support you. And
yeah, and I think what he's got here is a winner. I like the look of it. I think that there'd be plenty of people who will pick it up for the look of the bottle. Then once they give it a taste, they're going to be convinced that this is a great product for me, and they're going to buy more. So very cool stuff. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures. Also, 5 days a week here at the ABV Barrel Shop.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We would love to have you come in and see what's going on here at the ABV Barrel Shop, and we'll show you some great whiskey and then let you taste it too. And you can then tell us, did we do a good job or not? We look forward to your visit. Online, we can be found at abvbarrelshop.com. Come by and see us soon. We would love that. And of course, if you want to get involved, head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network, and please give us a 5-star review with comments. It helps new people find the show, which is pretty darn important to us. Well, there you go. On that note, we'll wrap this one up today, but we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.